Hey everyone, this is Jeff, the laid-back retro gamer. I'm trying out a different camera angle here where there's more light. I have my camera set up on my dresser right near my lamp. So, I mean, there'll probably be a little bit of glare, just to let you guys know. Plus, it's daytime out and my window is open behind me. So I figured, have some more light here and be able to show the stuff better. This is going to be a recent pickups video. These are some things that I acquired over the past week. Not really too much, just about 8 or 9 items. Yeah, so I'll basically get to it in the order that I bought it, how I usually do it. The first items were from yesterday. The items before that from about 2 or 3 days ago, and then the items before that from 5 or 6 days ago. So anyway, I went up to my local FYE once again, and I picked up some more of the Xbox games that were 50% off. I got a couple of those, but also there were some that were just, used, and that doesn't count for the 50% off promotion. With those, I would just get the additional 10% because I have the Backstage Pass membership. But anyway, I'll just get to these. I picked this one up. This is Sega GT 2002. There's a bunch of glare. And then on the back, Jet Set Radio Future. This was actually a not for resale copy. It says not for resale limited edition package. This does not have a manual. But I mean, it was only 89 cents. It was actually 99 cents, but then with my Backstage Pass, I got an additional 10 cents off. So 89 cents, and I don't have either of these two games. I believe they were released separately, but yeah, I mean, for that price, whatever. Like, 'cause I could tell that there was no manual on it because it was real light and everything, but I mean, I passed that game up about 4 or 5 times, and I figured, well, let me just get it because it's, very cheap. Next up, this is EA Sports NCAA March Madness 2004. I'm kind of holding it on an angle so I don't get the glare in there. But this actually was marked used, but it was sealed, and I got this actually at half off, and then with my Backstage Pass, it only cost me 44 cents. So I haven't played that. What attracted me to it was they show you the team mascots and such, so that was cool. And then I also picked up this is Tron 2.0 Killer App, and this was a harder to find one for me, because Tron, of course, the movie, and the one game on Atari was very cool. And then this is like a next gen kind of version of it, Tron 2.0 Killer App, and it's a compilation of a bunch of different genres, really. And it has some celebrities in it. Voices are Rebecca Romaine Stamos and Bruce Boxleitner. And then the band Breaking Benjamin did a bunch of the songs for the game soundtrack. Haven't played that one yet, but it does look cool. That was like $2.69 on my discount. Then I picked this up, EA Sports NCAA Football 2004. Of course, another sports game. That was 89 cents used. What's there to say about football? I just didn't have it. This one was very cool. I've been looking for this for a while now. Finally picked it up. It was $5 used, but with my discount came to $4.49. Soul Calibur 2 by Namco. In one of my previous videos, I had showed the version for the Nintendo GameCube, and the difference with this one is Spawn is one of the playable characters, and there's also a character called Necrid, which was an exclusive from Todd McFarlane. I think he's the boss of the game, like the last person. Not too sure about that. I still need to pick it up for PlayStation 2, because I think there was one or two other characters in that one. I mean, you can quote me if I'm wrong. I mean, if you guys know about the PS2 version, let me know, like, for what the difference in the characters are. And then the last one I got that day was ESPN NBA 2K5, made by Sega. I just picked it up because it was another Sega sports game. This was also marked used, but it was brand new sealed, 44 cents. It was like 99 cents minus a discount plus half price. So, I mean, on those cheap 44 cents games, the cases alone are really worth more and are more valuable than the games inside of them. But I mean, I tend to buy a lot of the cheaper sports titles because I like to see the progression of the graphics from one year to another, like compared to 2004, 2005, whatever. But yeah, so those are from the other day. There was 6 games there, and all those with my discount and tax and everything came to 1069. So that's really kick-ass for that amount of games. And then I went to my local Toys R Us a couple days prior to that, and I picked up one game. I'll tell you about it in 1 second. The thing is, the Toys R Us in my area, they're moving locations. They're actually just moving about a mile and a half up the road, but to a much bigger store. So the Toys R Us that's here now, they have a clearance going on. Everything's basically between 30 and 50% off, and most of the games that are really good, of course, were taken, but they were 30% off. So I picked this up for PlayStation 2. It's Neo Geo SNK, the SNK Arcade Classics Volume 1. And this has, I believe, 15 or 16 games on it. Let me just run them down real quick. Art of Fighting, Baseball Stars 2, Burning Fight, Fatal Fury, King of the Monsters, Last Resort, Magician Lord, Metal Slug, Neo Turf Masters, Samurai Showdown, Sengoku, Shock Troopers, Super Sidekicks 3, The King of the Fighters 94, Top Hunter, and World Heroes. I think that's either 15 or 16. I have a lot of those that I emulate through my MAME console. Not really a console, but I have a older PC dedicated just to MAME, and I have about 250 gigabytes worth of MAME ROMs and CHD files. Anything from maybe about 1978 or 79 till about 2003 or so. But yeah, I picked that up because there was a couple, like I said, I did not have on MAME, and I can't really afford it on Neo Geo AES right now. But yeah, so anyway, um, these two games are from a Goodwill. They're PlayStation 1 titles. I got them just about a week ago, I'd say 5 or 6 days ago. Um, each disc is, each game is actually 4 discs. I'll just show you the first one here. It's a black label copy of The Legend of Dragoon. And, there's 4 discs in there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But if you notice when I open it, there's no instruction manual. But I took it anyway because it was $3.99, and it's a black label copy. So hopefully I can find, maybe just a manual or something like on eBay or through a friend in a trade or whatever. But I've been playing a bunch of this game. A bunch of hours spent on this. I'm about 4.5 hours into the first disc, and it's really holding my interest. Also, another PS1 game, like I just mentioned. This is a black label copy of Final Fantasy IX, and it's 4 discs as well. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you notice again, I open it, and there's no manual. Also, I had to replace the back part of the case because it was severely cracked, and one of the hinges was broken. I played a little bit of that. I have played it kind of in the past, through friends and stuff, and it's a good game. It's very challenging, but of course I prefer Final Fantasy VII over all of them. Yeah, so those were like $4 a piece. Came out to like around, I don't know, 8 something, 8.75 or so with tax. Oh, also that SNK Arcade Classics from Toys R Us. It was $9.99, but with the 30% off, it was $6.99. So it was about, I don't know, $7.50. And they still had like 3 more games that I wanted there from Toys R Us. I'm gonna see if I can go back in a few days. It might even be, more of a percentage off. The ones that I still wanted was they had Fatal Fury Anthology, Art of Fighting Anthology, and also I think King of the Fighters 11, and those are all for PS2, $6.99. So if I get another $20 or so ahead, I can go and pick those up and probably put them in a future pickups video. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for watching this video and also for subscribing to me and accepting my friend requests. And I subscribe to a bunch of new people. Yeah, so I hope everyone has a good weekend, and, thanks a lot. Thanks for all the support and the help and just being very cool people out there. Take care.